Join the Wide Whale team May 9th at 3 p.m. Eastern for part 1 of our 3-part virtual event series, Voice of the Resident, where we will look at the tour and move-in lifecycle stages. We've built a data set of 400,000 Google reviews from residents of hundreds of top multifamily groups, including the NMHC Top 50. Using AI and topic sentiment analysis, get a unique perspective on resident preferences. Go to widewhale.com/data to sign up or find it on the revised community. That's widewhale.com/data.
Welcome to another episode of the Multifamily Collective. Today, let's talk about, I forgot to pull out the microphone. Let's talk about communication. I was talking with someone recently and they were frustrated about the fact that they would communicate something at a property during a property walk and they would come back, let's say it was the following week or whatever the timeline. And that thing that they talked about, or several things that they talked about, didn't get done. Or didn't get done in the fashion or the manner in which it was communicated. And I said to this particular individual, look, communication happens after 8 or 10 or 12 or 15 or 20 times. I don't know what the stat is. I've read this in the past. I didn't look it up before I got on screen today, but true effective communication happens with great repetition to the point it feels like the moment you start getting sick and tired of yourself saying the thing that you're trying to communicate, that is the precise moment when communication is probably starting to take effect. So if you're in an organization and you're promoting mission, vision, values, and things of that nature, repetition is the key. You say those things over and over and over out loud. You say them in writing, you say them in video, internal television shows, or live streaming events or town halls or whatever it is. Doesn't matter.
This episode is brought to you by Wide Whale, the reputation partner for BH, Avenue 5, Trilogy, and more. Join Wide Whale on May 9th at 3 p.m. Eastern for event number 1 in our 3-part virtual event series, Voice of the Resident. We will be looking at in-depth topic and sentiment analysis from 400,000 Google reviews from residents of the largest multifamily groups, including the NMHC Top 50. Throughout the series, we will report on resident preferences and trends found in reviews by lifecycle stage, retention, residency, and for our first event, tour and move-in. You'll leave with insights to optimize your operations, creating better resident experiences and driving better reviews. Put your dollars to work in the right places. Hear it directly from the source, the words of 400,000 residents. Go to widewhale.com/data to sign up or find it on the revised community in virtual events. Attend live or watch on demand. That's widewhale.com/data.
The uniqueness of the media that you use is just as important as the message that you're putting out into the marketplace, but you've got to say it over and over and over. I remember spending time in the regional manager role, and the same thing this gentleman was talking about, let's say complaining about, I had those same sort of frustrations, and I learned over a long bit of time that it was really about my ability to feel comfortable saying something over and over and over and over again until it started to imbue in someone's head, imbue in a team's mind that this thing is important as it relates to the outcome of business. Not that it's just important to Mike Brewer or someone else that might be communicating, but it is important to the outcomes of the business. You have to say it over and over and over. Repetition is the key to all communication, in my opinion. You can have the most effectively crafted message, but if you only say it one time, you might catch a very small portion of the audience, but the masses will not. There are too many distractions in the world today. You have to say it over and over and over to get the message through. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.